there, Gemini. Welcome to your mid-July 2022 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. I keep getting this card. What's going on here? People leaving. And that card has come up too. Well, we're in Cancer season, so it can be a situation where people's emotions are heightened, and that brings up their life as a whole. What is it that they want out of life? Sometimes you have more introspection than others, right? And that's a good thing. Here, I'll just do this card. Okay. I'm just trying to find out. Putting it in frame. I know, this is crazy. This is really crazy. There we go. It's kind of, sort of. I want to keep these. Anyway, who cares? The heart of the matter is the Eight of Cups. This is leaving behind what no longer serves you. It's been said that this can be part of a spiritual quest, because sometimes when you're having a spiritual awakening, the things that you used to be interested in, that used to enthuse you, suddenly seem empty. So it's not like somebody's walking away from something that always was unfulfilling. At one time it may have been fulfilling. That's what makes it so confusing, because you might think of a time when your relationship was great, or your career choice was great, and you just have that sense of nostalgia, like, oh yeah, maybe I can bring that back. But it's not about that. I mean, and you could argue that life isn't about maintaining a certain status quo. And I think a lot of Gemini people embrace that concept anyway, because you tend to embrace change. So that's not hard for you to grasp. But it's not change for novelty's sake. It's change for the sake of the advancement of your soul. So there's a bit of a difference. It's change for the sake of growth. In the past position, Queen of Cups, yep, I think that really speaks to a spiritual awakening or a deepening of your spiritual life. This is also, in terms of creativity, this can be something that you have embraced. So people who are creative, who kind of went down a path that was more dry, that doesn't really have to do with creative pursuits, you guys may have not had your creative juices flowing for many years, and you want to get back into that. And so that really supports doing just that. The higher message is the Hermit. The Hermit is about, and when I say higher message, the spiritual lesson is the Hermit. The Hermit is about solitude and contemplation. Are those two things that Gemini people tend to do? No, not. And by the way, that's not a slam at Gemini. It's just, it is what it is, So you tend to be very outgoing, social, chatty, not necessarily introspective, which means that you shut up and you listen, and you're not talking, but you're listening. It's funny, you may have heard this saying, sometimes people say, what's the difference between prayer and meditation? And the saying is, prayer is talking to God, and meditation is listening to God. And when you think about the two different energies that are involved, there are activities there, talking and listening is passive. it means that you have to cease your activity. And talking means when you're talking, you can't hear what somebody else, if you're talking and somebody else is talking at the same time, neither one of you are listening. So, in order to receive, you have to shut up. I keep saying, shut up, Gemini, shut up. What crosses you is the Chariot. The Chariot is connected to Cancer. We are in Cancer season. This is a card of being able to achieve your objective through transcending duality. We have the black. Are these sphinxes? I'm assuming. I don't know why these creep me out. I think because they're half human or something. But I have a deck that has horses, and I like that one. I don't know, with these human faces, it's just like creeping the hell out of me. This is in the challenge position, so you may feel out of control, and a lot of that for Gemini, that ADD feeling of like being pulled in different directions. And the Chariot driver is holding the reins. Now, there might be these creatures that are trying to pull him in this direction or that direction, but he is holding both of the reins firmly in his grip. And to me, that's what meditation allows for, because it gives that one-pointedness that doesn't keep the person distracted either way. What's coming in is the Temperance card. This is a card of balance in one's life. So the person feels like they have the ability to delve in the spiritual and yet remain grounded. And this is, Gemini is an air sign. And I think air signs can get ungrounded for different reasons, but one of them is air. Air is very airy, surprisingly enough. And it's above it all. So being able to anchor yourself in practical day-to-day matters can be very important, because, again, if you are feeling that something is shifting within you, Gemini, for whatever reason, you know what? You have eclipses in Taurus plus Uranus in the 12th house. So that could very well be what's going on. Uranus is a change, kind of, I would call it like a catalyst, but it's an activator, but it's very unpredictable. So kind of like the Uranus in the 12th can be the Kundalini awakening and that kind of thing. So, and also just the eclipses there can lead a person, because the 12th house is the house of spiritual matters, karmic situations. So that could be it too. So looking at from that perspective. And then we have the Queen of Swords as the outcome, and this is more of the same with more of the practical, logical side of things. It almost reminds me of the Temperance card in a way, because it's like the Queen represents the water element and the swords represent the intellect. And of course, those two things seem diametrically opposed, don't they? But they can peacefully coexist. And your swords, Gemini, so you have an affinity for the intellect, but that can sometimes put you at odds with the spiritual. And I put the intellect in the camp of the material. That's what I do. So, again, like the Temperance card, being in the world but not of the world. Okay, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care.